Hi, Logan Romney. Welcome to the podcast.
Heck yeah, dude. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, no problem. Let's get into it. You are a camera guy. You're the man, right?
Dude,
Would you say?
I've been doing it for long enough now. It's my full-time job. Like I film and edit and shoot content for companies in the hunting industry. Honestly, dude, it's a dream job. And I don't know how long I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna stay in the industry, but I love where I'm at right now and where things are going, so we're gonna keep at it.
What got you into being the creative hunter, the guy you are now? Like, where did it all start? Did you just start? Were you hunting and then we're like, oh, I'm gonna record this, and then did you like jump into like filming it for other people immediately, or how did you build into your where you're at now?
Yeah, so dude, I've hunted all my life. I grew up hunting, for as long as I can remember. I used to go out with my dad before I could even get a tag, right? And just follow him around. So I've hunted forever. When I graduated high school, it was right when COVID was like full swing. So like I didn't have school for like the last few months of high school, which was awesome.
Yeah.
Still graduated, didn't even have to finish my senior year basically. And so I I bought a camera, and I guess so. The motivation for this is my dad, he used to be an artist and he would mostly paint wildlife scenes, and he'd sell them at like Jackson Hole and these art galleries and super cool like art that he would paint. And he did mostly Western art, so a lot of stuff out of like Yellowstone and Teton area.
Mm-hmm.
So he would go out and take photos of animals and landscapes, and he'd put them all together in a painting and paint it, and it's super cool stuff.
Okay.
And sometimes I'd go with him and take photos with him just for fun. And so I'm in this time where I am graduating high school. I have nothing to do. I have nothing going on. School's out. So I bought a camera and I'm like, I'm gonna go live out of my car and be a wildlife photographer. Like, this is gonna
Okay.
be cool.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking of like, man, like someday I'm gonna shoot for like Nat Geo. I'm like thinking of all this cool stuff I'm gonna do. Well, I do it for like a few months, and I meet a few guys that's what they do for a living is they do wildlife photography, and it just like the lifestyle to me wasn't very appealing. Like you're gone a ton,
Yeah.
you're not making a ton of money. A lot of guys are like living out of a van or a car, and some of them do pretty good for themselves, some of them not as good, right? Like, but the lifestyle wasn't really what I wanted. I wanted a family, I wanted a home, I wanted to be home more. And I started doing some guiding in the fall for fun.
Okay. Yeah.
Liked it, but I didn't like it a ton because I didn't have a lot of time to hunt for myself.
Yeah, that's
Um,
that's the hard part about that.
yeah, exactly. Like it's a ton of fun to guide. Don't get me
Yeah,
wrong,
I'm a
but
guide, been a guide for 4 years now, and I'm like,
yeah,
this is a blast. Like I have so much fun doing it, but then I'm like, my buddies are like, oh, hey, do you want to go elk hunting that week? And I'm like, I can't even go. I can maybe get a day we can go try our best, but like that's as much as I can give you guys. And then the other part
yeah,
about it is like me going hunting for myself is I'm just spending more money, and then I can go guide. I can hunt and still get the majority of the joy out of it and still get a check on top.
yep, exactly. So, so I guided for a couple seasons. Um, Again, kind of realized it wasn't what I wanted to do forever.
Yeah.
And at this point, I already had cameras, and I learned about a guy named Stephen Drake. Have you heard of Stephen
Okay.
Drake?
Yeah, I watch his YouTube and listen to his
Yeah,
podcast.
he's a
Yeah.
stud. So I
Yeah.
hear about this guy from a buddy of mine. He's like, "Hey, you should check out Stephen Drake. Like he photographs hunting. Like that's what he does for a job." I'm like, "Dude, that'd be like the dream right there."
Yeah.
And I hear about him. I learned that he has this photography course, so I took it, the hunting photographer,
Mhm.
and like fantastic, great for like if anyone's interested or is serious about taking this as a career, right?
Yeah.
Um, you just learn a ton about not only the camera side but like the business side too, learning how to pitch clients, how to price things and all that stuff. So I figured that stuff out, and I was like, hey, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start learning how to film and photograph hunts and sell it. In the first couple years of doing it, like I didn't make any money. I was
Yeah.
going out and like guiding a hunt, and I'd be filming the whole thing, or I'd go out with a buddy on his hunt, and I would just film
Yeah.
the whole thing and like make these little films. And just like everyone, like always, like I sucked at first. I'd go out and film a hunt, come home, and not even have like enough footage to make a film, and be like, okay, I gotta get more of like talking footage and more B-roll, and like I did it more and more until I finally kind of figured it out, right?
Yeah.
Trial and error, and yeah, and then dude, kind of just grew from there. Started getting more clients and networking good and getting bigger jobs, and yeah, 6 years later, here we are.
So how long have you been full film man, full photographer?
Full time, like a year and a half,
Okay.
about. I mean,
So what were you? Were you still working a 9 to 5 before that, or were you going to school?
so I was in school, in college, finishing a degree in communications, and
Okay.
then during the summer, I was selling pest control door to door
Okay.
down south in Texas. So that's where I made most of my money, and then I'd make
Yeah.
a little bit of money filming some stuff in the fall, but I was also in school, so I was trying to kind of balance everything. But yeah,
Balance everything out.
yeah.
Gotcha. When did you have to like sit down and like, hey, I'm committing to this, or were you had enough clientele to like, hey, I can do this full time now, or where were you at there when you
So
quit your job or quit your summer job and graduated school, of course, but
yeah,
to like commit to being a film man, camera guy the whole time for
that's a
your
good
life.
question, dude. That's a great question. Yeah, because like that, like if you're working a 9 to 5 and you want to go full time doing something like this, like that's a big commitment. Um, because it's a lot of time and you may not make as much money as you want to, right? I was I was lucky, but I also worked myself into a pretty good position. So since I've been doing this for a few years during school, I had a good portfolio. I had a lot of people that I'd worked for, and I just knew a lot of guys in the industry already.
Hmm.
So when I graduated, um, I just like that first fall, I just kind of did as bunch of jobs as I could.
Yeah.
After that fall, I actually had an opportunity from a company to basically hire me as a full-time editor. So that's still who I work for right now. It's Tricer
Okay.
Tripods,
Okay.
and I work for them, and they are my like biggest client. I'm still freelance for them, but I basically work for them full time. As long as I get
Yeah.
done what they need done, like everything's good, and I can go do whatever I want, go do other jobs, spend my time scouting, hunting,
Yeah.
whatever, as long as stuff's getting done
Gotcha.
for them. And so I'm really fortunate to have that, right? Um, and I think if someone like works hard enough and goes long enough, those type of opportunities are going to come up. I turned down other opportunities as a full time creator at companies because
Yeah.
it just didn't feel right, or it wasn't where I wanted to be, and
Okay.
things kind of line up. And I don't know where I'm gonna be a year from now, if I'm still gonna be working for Tricer, or if I'm gonna be totally freelance, or what's gonna happen. But things work out as long as you do the right things. You're a good
Yeah.
dude. You
Yeah.
yeah, you follow God and listen to what he tells you. Things are gonna work out.
Yeah. He has a plan. You
He
just
has a
gotta
plan.
gotta trust him. It's hard sometimes.
100%.
Gotta trust him. So how does your fall look like starting when you start you're full time editor, so like all the way through spring and summer. When you get into your own season, do you start just booking out weeks for free your freelance and then cut in your own days, or do you kind of balance them all simultaneously?
Yeah, it's a little bit of both. I this year, like, I already know when I want to hunt, and so if a job comes up, I don't like necessarily need to take it in
Gotcha.
my current spot.
Yeah.
So I'm fortunate, so I can say no, or I can pass it on to someone else, you know. Um, so this year, like I already know, okay, I'm hunting the first 10 to 20 days of September for
Mm-hmm.
sure. and I'm hunting the general October rifle season for sure,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Anything beyond that, if someone needs something done, like I might consider helping out or filming something. Um, or if I feel a tag, there's I might have an opportunity to go do some film something or whatever. But um, that's where I'm at this year. In the past, though, when I've been really pushing to make money and to grow things, I've 100% sacrificed my time in the field to go make money and build my portfolio and build these relationships with people because you kind of have to, right, at a certain point. And if I wasn't editing full time right now, like I'd probably have to take a lot more jobs in the fall than I am. So I'm fortunate that I can take that time right now for myself. Um, but that's kind of how I work through it, and dude, it's crazy, but people, especially like companies who are trying to produce content, some of them are on top of it. They have their camera guys lined up, ready to go already for the fall.
Hmm.
But like camera guys drop out, like someone gets
Yeah.
hurt, family stuff comes up. Like from now until the day a hunt starts, like there's an opportunity where someone might reach out and need a camera guy, right? And so many times I've gotten messages middle of September because someone needs a film guy in October or
Yeah.
something like that, right? So like there's always crazy stuff like that. So if someone is like wanting to get work and they don't have anything lined up yet, like there's still opportunity to get work, especially come fall. People are gonna be desperate to
Yeah.
get some camera guys out there. But
Yeah. No, but nobody cares. I don't care where you are. I'll get you here to film.
exactly.
You know, hey, we need a camera guy now. How soon can you be here? Well, I can be there
Yeah,
in 2 days. Well, I needed you like 3 days ago, but my camera guy left or whatever. It's busy.
it happens, dude. It happens a lot.
How long? So you've been working for Chicer freelance. Do you film some of their hunts too?
Yep.
Do you like
Yep.
it?
I
It's
do.
good.
I like it. Yeah. So it's me and Luke Dusenberry are he's my boss, so he's a camera guy in the industry and he works full time at Tricer as well. And so me and him go film the hunt. So, you know, I've filmed 3 hunts for him this year already. I'm going next week to film another one, or in 2 weeks, and then there's
Okay.
a few in the fall that we're filming. And we kind of split them up between me and Luke, and then if neither of us can make it, we'll hire a guy out or something like that. Figure out how to get it filmed.
Yeah. Yeah. What's any big hunts this any big hunts to film for them this year, do you know? Or can you say? I don't know if that goes
But
into
yeah,
the contract.
no, I think I can say it. I mean, we're going to and so 2 weeks from now we're going to be in Alaska hunting brown bears, which will be pretty fun.
That'll be sick.
Super cool. So I'm excited, and
Yeah.
I'm just filming on that one. So I'll
Yeah.
just be there. And then in August we're going on a Alaska blacktail hunt with a bunch of guys. There's like 6 guys going, including
Wow.
me. So I'm filming, but I also actually get a deer tag on that hunt. So that'll be really cool.
That's sweet.
Yeah. So that's one of the cool things about working for Tricer is that a lot of times, if it's possible, um, like Drew, the owner there, he'll
Yeah.
try to get the camera guys a tag. Cause dude, most of the time, there's a couple days at the end of a hunt, where there's like maybe nothing going on. It's
Yeah.
like a buck's
Pretty
already
low
been
key.
killed or whatever. And if there's an opportunity like that, like Drew's super cool about like letting the camera guy shoot something, which is sweet.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool.
Way
Drew,
cool.
I haven't met him, only like seen him on social media, but he seems so cool. He
Yeah,
seems like a good dude.
I like Drew a lot. Yeah, he's a good dude. So, and then yeah, they have a few going on that I'm not filming throughout the fall. We are gonna go to Oregon for blacktail in November, and that'll be fun too. And I'll have a tag there
That'll be
as well.
sweet. So
So,
sick of blacktail and a mule deer on your own.
and I'll get a mule deer. I'll
Maybe an
have
elk.
an elk tag, but dude, I'm a mule deer guy for sure.
Don't
If I
care
have a
about
mule
elk,
deer
huh?
tag, if I have a mule deer tag, I'm hunting deer.
I feel
Yeah.
you there. I feel you there. I had 3 days this year between boss man guiding gave me. He's like, hey, I'll give you 3 days. One day help a buddy kill a bull. The next day we packed it out, and then it was the last day of season, and I was like, well, I'm gonna go chase elk just because they'll fill freezer better than a mule deer. And rolled in there, didn't find any elk. Turned up mule deer. I was like, yeah, I'm not chasing elk anymore. We're gonna go chase this buck, and I never got on
Yeah,
him. I think he pulled into a coulee and left out the south side, and I never saw him again. But
that'll happen.
I like chasing elk sheds because they look better on the wall. But
Yeah.
I'll take a big muley set. I haven't picked up, I would say, a giant yet, shed wise. Do you shed hunt?
So I
No
do a
time
little
to?
bit.
Little bit.
I do a little bit, but I'm not always out there shed hunting. I might go a few days a year, and I have just a couple spots I like to hit, you know, and that's about it.
And they
So I
produce. They
I
produce.
mean, this year I think I found 20 or 30 deer sheds and maybe a
Pretty good.
couple elk sheds. So it wasn't bad. Yeah,
Oh,
not bad.
I think everybody had a hard year on the shed side just
Yeah.
because of the light winter.
Yeah.
Like it made it hard.
Yeah, I think so. I think the deer were pretty spread out. I mean, I found a set of deer sheds at like 7,000 feet, which is kind of crazy
About where I
because,
found all my elk sheds this year.
yeah, exactly. Like it's weird. Like it was super
Everybody's like,
high.
oh yeah, where are you finding elk sheds? Like I talked to, there's a lot of local dudes that are like hush hush about the media and the social media stuff. Everybody's like, yeah, we found our sheds at like 7 to 10. I'm like, okay, so well, everything I knew is now out the window because nothing is normal again this year. So I picked up two chalks, and I picked one of these big sides up in October guiding, and then my buddy found the other side. I didn't even care to go back in there and look for it, but he matched the other side up for me come spring,
Oh, that's cool.
which was nice of him. What's your camera setup like for you for filming or filming a hunt compared to like self filming your own hunt? Is there what's the weight difference, and like kind of what's your setup difference between a solo hunt and filming for somebody?
Yeah, it's almost identical. I
Okay.
mean, same camera, same lenses for the most part. Now, if I'm filming another person's hunt, I'm probably gonna bring another lens or two because I'm not packing like a weapon, right? It's like I'm taking the weight and I'm there to capture the content. Now, I guess if I'm filming another hunt, I'm usually bringing two cameras with me to film,
Okay.
like two full size, like
Full rigs.
mirrorless cameras. One I'll have like a wide angle lens on, one I'll have like a mid to tight angle lens. Something like I really like that a 24 to 105 lens. You get a
Mm-hmm.
lot of range out of it.
Okay.
I'll bring a 100 to 400 if I'm filming another hunt, just so I can like I can get those tighter, longer shots. Maybe I mean I can film stuff out to a few hundred yards with that lens pretty good. Um, I usually am filming super long distance stuff through a spotting scope, almost always with my phone, just
Okay.
like with the
Yeah.
all in through a
Yeah.
Swaro, like great best
95,
quality you can
115.
get. I have a 95 and I have a 65. It depends on the trip. Usually I'm taking the 65 because it's just way lighter.
Yeah.
But if I'm like scouting for mule deer in the summer, I'm usually having the 95.
We're packing a 95 everywhere.
Yeah, it's nice. It's
So
nice.
on filming someone hunts, do you have to bring your own spotting scope? Because like this is one of my questions is like, as a camera guy, are you spotting too, or are you just focused on filming?
So I'm bringing my own spotter because I have it,
Okay.
but I'm not always packing it on a hunt. Like if someone has a spotter and they have an all-in system or something and they're going to use it anyways,
Yeah.
like dude, that's like I'll let them take it, right? I'll let them use that, and I can throw my phone on it if I need to or whatever. Um, I do glass a lot when I'm filming because it's like you can't just film for like all
A,
day
a full day,
sitting on
all
a
day.
ridge, right? You can only get so
Yeah.
many shots of someone glassing. So I'm gonna sit there and glass too. And I mean I feel like being a hunter myself, like being an asset to the hunt rather than just being there to film is in my mind that's a big deal, right?
Yeah.
Um, but like the moment the moment something's going down, Like
Mm-hmm.
all my hunting is to the side and I'm just filming. I mean, I'm being careful. I'm not doing
Yeah.
stupid stuff to ruin the hunt, but I'm filming the hunt. I'm not there to like intrude on anything that's happening. But yeah, dude, I'm glassing for sure. I'm pulling out the spotter to look at stuff and using binos. I always have a pair of binos on my chest when I'm filming hunts. Um, I think you should. I mean, if you're filming a hunt and someone spots something and you can't find it in your camera or whatever, like if
Yeah.
you need binos to find something, or I don't know, I just think it's a good idea. And
Always have them.
you're a little bit of an asset when you have equipment to glass and hunt and you're self-sufficient like that. I think it's smart.
Yeah. What binos do you pack on your chest?
I have a few. So I really like the SIG stabilized binos. I have the 16 power,
Okay.
the Zulu 6s. I have a pair of 10 by 42 Hawk rangefinding binos that I use a lot too. Those are kind of the two main ones that I
Gotcha.
use almost always. If I want a lighter pair of binos, I mean those SIGs are pretty light.
Yeah.
But I have a 8 by 42 bino too from Hawk Optics. That's just a little light one. That's kind of nice sometimes, but
Yeah. Are yours the 42s or the 50s?
they're the 42s. So
Okay.
they're like the smaller one.
The,
Yeah.
I think that's their second gen.
Huh?
So you
Yeah.
haven't up to the third gen yet?
No, I haven't. I would. It's just like got like I'd have to sell a pair and buy another pair. It's like it's not worth it to
That's
me. They still
true.
work pretty freaking good. So,
Yeah. I my buddy's got a pair of seconds and I've had a pair of thirds since they've hit the market. Like
nice.
I pre-ordered them and I've waited for them and I haven't looked back. And like I get to use a lot of swirl guiding too, and I'm like the swirl glass is unbeatable, but for half the price I can have SIGs and be stabilized,
Oh yeah.
which I've yet to beat. Like
Yeah.
like I've noticed I catch so much more little tiny movement with the SIGs than I do looking through swirl glass.
Yeah,
And
I
because
agree. And like when
I'm
you're
not
hiking
safety.
and you're breathing heavy, you just throw those things up and it's like so stable to just to check something quick or
Yeah,
glass a basin or whatever. It's so nice.
quick scan on the ridge. Have you put them on a tripod yet?
Yeah, all the time. I
All
put
the
them on
time.
tripod all the time. Yep. Um, like just 'cause it's like I mean you get tired of holding them up all the time, and then like if you're sitting and you're just glassing, yeah, throw them on a tripod. You do get stable, like way more stable. And if you're on a tripod and it's a little windy and your binos kind of shake a little bit, you
Like
turn the
when
stabilizing on and it's just like so smooth.
so good. It's like
Yeah,
glass.
it's awesome.
Can't complain about it. What's in your pack being a camera guy? Do you have to pack everything for yourself plus camera gear? And then like what's kind of your pack breakdown for let's go your camera you're going on a hunt filming and then like your early season mule deer or your mule deer pack. What do you run?
Yeah. So, I mean, it's just like you're going on a hunt with a buddy. So, like, sometimes you might split up like a tent or some gear, but like other than that, it's like, yeah, 100% fully self-sufficient. You have to be if you're going on a backpack hunt, right? So everything, food, sleeping gear, whatever, like no one's carrying your stuff for you. You
Yeah.
got to pack it all. Um and it stays the same if I'm going on a personal hunt or I'm going to film someone else relatively, right? Um So, I mean, I'm using the EXO K4 pack. I've got a 5,000 and I've got a 7,000.
Okay.
And I use them both. I use the 5,000 most of the time unless I'm going on anything longer than like 5 to 7 days. Then I'm using
Okay.
the 7,000
Yeah.
just because I run out of space in the 5,000 for those long trips where you need more food. Most of the time, food's just where food takes up a lot of room and weight.
Food weight and room. You're like, man, if I
Yeah.
could not bring food I could like we could go all year.
Oh,
If,
exactly.
but half my backpack is full of food. You put it all in there and then you're like, am I really gonna need all that? And then you'll get done, you'll eat it all, and you're like, well, I should have packed more.
I
Still
know.
left.
Dude, I know. Food sucks, but it's also great. Like it sucks to pack,
Yeah.
but it's good to
Yeah.
have. So,
What's one of your main pieces of gear that you've picked up recently that you feel like has made a big difference to you, like having with you and using?
yeah, dude, that's a good
Cam-
question.
camera camera related, or like just like something like stupid simple that everybody would like overthink, or something you like when you leave it home or you take it, you're like, wow, this is so much better with it or without.
Yeah. You know, one that comes to mind, I got it new, I think last year, maybe. But
Hmm.
it's just a steri pen for filtering water. Um,
Okay.
so in the past I've used all like gravity filters, squeeze
Yeah.
filters, whatever, like straw
Or
filters. But in especially in the springtime, the water's dirt. It looks crystal clear. It's so dirty
yeah.
though, because you're getting runoff. Filters clog so fast. Like
Yeah.
without fail, when we go like spring bear hunting,
Hmm.
like if someone has a filter, it's gonna clog by the end of the trip. It just will. But with the SteriPen, it's UV light.
Yeah.
Have you used one?
I haven't. I've seen
Okay.
everybody use them, and I'm like, oh, I should get one, but I hardly filter water. I'll just
Okay.
pack it instead, because that sometimes I'm like, oh, I'll filter water, then I'll get in there and there'll be no water to filter, and I'm like, well,
Yeah.
this is gonna suck.
Yeah.
So
No, that
pen,
makes sense. So, and like where a lot of places I hunt, like you have to filter water. There's no
hmm
you're not gonna be able to pack enough water in for the
60,
amount of time. Like, but there's water though, so you can
yeah,
go collect the water, bring it to camp, filter it. So the SteriPen's nice because it'll filter your water super quick, zero issues, and it just recharges off of your power bank or like a solar panel or
yeah,
whatever, and um, it's worked really good for me so far. So that's something I definitely am glad that I have in my pack.
yeah. I'll have to get one now.
Yeah,
Jealous.
dude, they're nice. I think there's some technology that like someone needs to make one that's like a little more robust
Do they
and
not hold
has
up?
like some better features. No, well, mine's held up fine.
Yeah,
I've heard like it just doesn't. It's just like plasticky. I've never
yeah,
heard of anyone like breaking one. I've heard of them going bad on people in the
yeah.
backcountry. Um, and I've heard of them just like not working out of the box sometimes. So if you get one, like test it out, make sure it works fine. Um, and but like it is kind of scary because like you don't really know it like how well it's actually working because it's just a
How are
little
you
light.
supposed to know if you it's just a light on a
I
stick
know,
and you're sticking your water bottle? Oh yeah, that worked.
right? I know. So it's like
Is it just trust or what?
yeah, I think that like most like what happens is most of the time it just like doesn't work at all. So like you just it just like usually there's a little green light that turns on and tells you that it's
Hmm.
running. There's like a blue light. When people have had issues, it's just like I think it just doesn't even work.
Doesn't
So
turn on.
you would know, right?
Yeah.
I think if it turns on, I think it's working fine. I
Okay.
I mean so many people use them. The
Yeah.
there's no way that they're like have that many issues, right? There might just be a bad batch every once in a while, and that just
Every
happens.
yeah. With everything, right?
Yeah,
Arrows, bows, guns,
100%.
bullets, just
Yep,
everything breaks. What's your tags this year? What do you got? Do you have it?
dude.
I got
I'm
draws draws
general
filling up.
tags, general
General
tags
tags
this
it,
year.
huh?
Yeah, I didn't draw anything. I always put in for
Yeah.
mountain goat. I want to kill mountain goat. So as an Idaho resident, I have decent
We do.
odds.
Yep, we do have pretty good odds.
So I've put in for a few years, haven't got it. And then when I put in for once in a lifetime, I can't put in for elk or deer or anything
Yep.
else. I
Yep.
do I do get like an unlimited archery antelope tag.
That's the only one. Which why don't we in Idaho just make antelope tags general at this point?
That's a good question. I have no idea.
Like, why do we have to put in for them if they're unlimited in the first place?
Yeah,
Can
it
we
doesn't make sense.
can we just make it a general tag?
Yeah, dude, we should. I mean, it is like it's not. You just got to remember to do it to get it. I mean, it's like
Yeah,
what, like $12 or something. It's not that expensive for a resident.
$13
Yeah, something like that.
or something.
But no, it'd be nice to just have the option to just go buy it. when the season
Like
starts.
we make an elk.
But
There's plenty of general elk tags, and we got plenty of general deer tags. We can't add antelope.
yeah,
Like I haven't, in personally in my life, I have not seen a shortage of antelope running around anywhere.
yeah,
You know?
I know when the rifle tags are like dang near impossible to get to.
Yeah.
You're looking at putting in for a handful, quite a few years till you're gonna draw a rifle tag, most likely.
Yeah.
So
If you got good luck on your side, and
yeah,
out of fishing games, like, oh yeah, that guy's cool. Let's give him a tag this year. You
right,
know?
pretty much, dude.
I
Like
don't know.
women and children always draw tags in Idaho. It's like crazy.
Hmm.
My wife drew a sweet elk
You're
tag the first time, and then
yeah
she drew a moose tag last year. It's like what the heck?
yeah
So
yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I got my little brothers. They all draw tags pretty well.
yeah,
I finally drew a mule deer tag and an antelope tag last year.
heck
Killed
yeah,
a big killed a big buck. Um, any weapon early tag, so that was sweet. Did not kill an antelope with my bow. I missed two giant goats, and it like haunts me. Like I've missed big deer, and I swear the antelope haunt me more than the big deer do.
really,
Like yeah, they were a little far, but I was confident because I shot every day all year, and so I was
yeah.
confident with the shots. The one I think I ranged. I think I ranged one through a pivot sprinkler going off because that was the only way I was getting
Mm,
close. So ranging through the water, I think that messed me up like a yard or two because we go back and we watch the film and I'm like about a yard short, and so I think
dang,
that threw me off just a little. And then the other one, I missed flat out. He just dropped like to the ground, like standing. We made contact. I let it off, and like almost as soon as the arrow, his belly went all the way to the ground, and then he took off with all his does.
crazy,
But I did kill a nice buck, so
nice. That's always fun.
yeah. You killed
S-
two bucks last year? One?
Yeah, two bucks. Yeah, 2 bucks. I killed a mule deer
Two,
and a
right?
whitetail.
Okay. How big was
Sorry, I
your?
killed 3 bucks actually. I killed two mule deer and a whitetail.
Didn't you kill one with your
Yeah,
bow
killed one with
and
my bow, one with my rifle, and then I killed a
one?
whitetail with my rifle.
Nice.
So yeah, 3 bucks, which is that's pretty cool. It was a really good year for me last year. Um, yeah.
How big
Anyways,
was your rifle buck?
so he scored 179,
That's pretty good.
which was pretty good. It's my biggest buck that I've killed by a couple inches. So, but like I was stoked with him. Um,
I don't
Super
see
good
anything wrong
buck.
with him. Like it looks
No,
good.
dude, he's cool. I mean, he's super tall. He's got
Yeah.
decent mass. Like really good buck. He's not wide. He's like 17 inches inside spread, like not wide.
Ooh.
But
I thought
that's
he
what
was,
that's what killed him, dude. But
dude.
he's cool.
I thought he was narrow. Like looking at pictures of him last night, I was like, wow, that buck's kind of narrow. But then I was like, I didn't think he was that narrow on his inside.
Inside main beam, right? So I mean, if you
Yeah.
were doing like inside widest, you're probably looking at 20 inches or so.
Yeah,
So
but still on a mule deer's like if you
yeah,
field judge one, you base off the average of what 23 to 24.
yeah, he'd be
You
like a
know?
180, 85 buck, right? He'd be a big buck. But no, he just wasn't very wide. But I was stoked with him. Super
Yeah,
cool buck.
can't complain. And then you killed a buck in your velvet. Was that an Idaho tag? Two?
No,
Were those
different.
okay?
It was in Utah.
Okay.
Killed that buck. Yep. And yeah, good buck. It wasn't the biggest buck that I'd seen, but like I hunted for 14 days in there straight, and so
Yeah.
I was like ready to just kill a deer and get out of there,
You're
and
just like, I'm so done
got
with
it
this.
done. Yeah, yeah. I mean, dude, to be totally honest, like I look back and I'm like, man, I still had like 2 weeks of season. Like if I would have taken a break, went home, went back up a couple of days later, I maybe would have had a chance at the big buck I was chasing. Um, the big buck I was chasing got killed in the rifle season, and I chased him for 2 years, so I won't ever have a chance to hunt him again. Which that's like to me, I'm like, like I had time, I should have just held out and tried to kill him, right?
Yeah. How
But
big
I'm
did
also
you know how big he went?
I don't. I have one picture of him in the bed of a truck, and that's all I got. I don't know who killed
That's all
him.
you got.
That's all
Dang.
I got. I don't know who killed him. I know roughly where he was killed, because
Uh-huh.
he lived like 7 miles deep in the backcountry, and the picture I have of him is like full body in the back of a truck. So like he migrated down a little early, maybe, or
apparently.
at least started rutting early. Which this year, I heard a lot of deer kind of started rutting early. It's kind of what I saw too.
I saw them starting out early. I feel like they
Yeah,
started early and then they cut off really fast. Like I felt like it was either a
really.
fast rut or like there's kind of yeah. I was watching a lot of the bucks. We felt like they rutted early, and then there was kind of like a dead time for about a week,
Yeah, it kind of got
and then
warm, didn't it?
it got warm or something was different. I don't know if like the
Yeah.
moon rolled through or what, but it like was dead for a week and then it picked back up.
Hmm. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, when I shot my buck with my rifle, like it was October 21st, and he was rutting, like
Yeah,
pretty
full
good. He
full
was
bore.
fighting bucks, and yeah, there was 3 bucks on one doe, uh, and yeah, so they were all rutting, but kind of wild.
Yeah,
Anyways,
that video's pretty gnarly. Watching him fight and other buck coming down on him.
I know, I
No,
know, dude. I hadn't expected that to happen, but yeah, that was kind of crazy.
I haven't seen that one before.
Yeah, I
When
hadn't
I shot
either.
my yeah, that's crazy. When I shot my velvet buck, we shot him in his bed first alight. Um, and he had like a little like 100-inch 3-point with him. The buck stood there, didn't leave nothing. We came and walked like down the hill at him and probably got to like 30 yards and the other little buck didn't leave until like we were like, "Hey buddy, shoo shoo." And he finally took off down the hill and I was like, "Whoa."
That's crazy.
Your wife shot a moose.
Dude, she got a moose, which was sweet. I've never moose hunted, and
Okay.
so when she drew the tag, I was like, "This is sweet." My dad loves moose hunting. He drew a tag when he was in high school in Utah because that's where he grew up, and killed a giant bull like with his bow, huge bull. I mean, it's in the film too. So if anyone watches the film, they'll see his bull in the film. But he was like super. He was probably more excited than I was about my wife drawing this tag, and it's a tag that's not far from home. So he went up and scouted a couple times for us,
That's nice.
and um, yeah, it was cool. Those once in a lifetime tags here in Idaho, like super long seasons. So you got from like it's like mid or
August.
late August
Yeah. I
until
think
like the middle end of November.
yeah, I think it starts I think it opens as everything else. I think it starts August 30th and then it
Yeah, I think
goes
so.
until like November's I want to say the 15th, but I don't think that's right.
I think
Could
it's
be the
the
15th.
23rd of November.
Is it 23rd? I feel like it's
So
an
it's
odd day.
20 something. Yeah. And so long season, but I mean I had hunts to film and stuff going on, so and she wanted her dad there, and he had to fly in. So we hunted it the last couple days of September into October
Mhm.
because the moose are rutting. So it's a good time to like find moose out and about, especially if the weather is decent. Like you can find moose. And dude, I didn't know what I was doing early on because like, dude, if you're like me, like I see a moose every once in a while, but I don't really like. It's like, oh, it's cool. There's a moose. Like I'm not like
You're like, "Oh,
trying to
that's
find moose all the time.
that's a moose. If I
So
was
I'm like,
looking
I
for
don't know
moose."
where to like intentionally go find a moose, right? I
Yeah.
just run into them.
Yeah.
And so I learned a lot, called a lot of people, figured stuff out, called some guys that hunted it in years past, and they helped me out. And we showed up, dude, and like first morning we were there, we found this bull, and we went and killed it, and it was cool. It was a super sweet hunt, and my wife was pretty stoked about it. We had my whole family was there, and her dad was there, like when she shot it, which was sweet. So
That's cool.
yeah, it was a lot of fun.
That's cool. Once you got the moose on the ground, what did you think? Like when you walked up on it, did you think you were like, "Wow, these are like big," or what? What was your first thought
Yeah,
there?
dude, they're huge. They're big. It was cool, and it was fun to see like my wife walk up to it, right? Because like that was her bull that she had killed, and it was it was a bittersweet moment because it was our first day hunting moose. Like we didn't even like
Yeah.
hunt moose, dude. We just like found one, and we got lucky. But there's a lot of moose in the area, but we found a good one right off the bat, and so it was cool. It was fun that we had everyone there to experience it with us too.
Yeah.
Um, they're huge. Yeah, dude, like you like try to like pick up the head and it's like you can't you gotta have help. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
So um we got it kind of quartered up that night and we had some help to come in the next day and we were only about a half mile from a road or from a four-wheeler trail.
Hmm.
So we didn't have to pack it too far to
Yeah.
get it back to onto a four-wheeler and then got it out onto the road. So
Yeah.
it
That's
wasn't
nice.
that bad. But I mean, dude, we killed it that night. It took us till the afternoon to get everything out, and then you gotta you gotta check it in and
Yeah.
take the meat everywhere. It's a lot of work still. I
Yeah.
mean, still was still like 3 4 days of work just to finish everything up with it, but it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. They're big. I've helped guide a few and I've packed out a lot
Have
more
you?
than yeah. Um, but yeah, I love hunting moose. That if I could just hunt
Yeah,
moose and mule deer, dude, I'd be set.
it's cool. Yeah, dude. I mean, so after the deer season ended up here, I
Hmm.
was just out looking for bucks for fun. Like there wasn't
Yeah.
a season going on, and I found a big moose, and I knew a guy that had the tag for this area. So I like sent him a picture. I'm like, dude, like I just found this moose. Do you want to kill it? And he was like, dude, I'm on my way. So I actually got to help him kill a moose and be on that moose, and we help him cut it up too. So like crazy in 1 year, I was on two
Yeah.
moose kills in
That's
Idaho, which
pretty.
is kind of crazy, but
That's hard to do.
I know. I mean, it was just luck. It
Yeah.
was luck,
Okay.
but
So why do you wanna kill mountain goat so bad?
so I went.
Where where'd this bug come from? Because I have the sheep bug
Yeah.
right now. I want to
Okay.
kill sheep, and so I've been putting in for sheep. I guess I didn't put it in last year. I put in for deer and antelope and elk. But here before that, a couple years before that, I've been putting in for sheep.
Nice.
Where's the mountain goat bug?
Did so I've always thought mountain goats are kind of cool, but
Yeah.
and I've always known I wanted to hunt them someday. I went up to film for an outfitter in Canada called Backcountry BC and
Okay.
Beyond.
Yeah. I
And
think I've seen some on their Instagram.
yeah, so they do a bunch of stuff. They do a bunch of films and social media and I went up for 2 months to film for them. It was
Okay.
actually I figured out how to like make it my internship for school to go film for an outfitter, so it was
That's
kind of
what's
cool.
up.
So I
That's
got
sweet.
school credits and had a good time. So I went up there for a couple months, and the first two hunts I did were mountain goat hunts, backpacking in like fly in, land on a lake, backpack up, and like kill mountain goat. The first one was a rifle hunt, and the second one we had two dudes with us who were buddies, and they were both bow hunting, and we ended up killing two goats in 1 day with bows. Like it was sick. So
Wow.
being up in that country and like seeing the goats and seeing like hunting them and filming that, like just flipped a switch in me to be like, dude, this is the coolest thing ever. Like I am gonna hunt mountain goats someday. And so since then, that was probably 4 years ago. That's all I've been putting in for is mountain goats because I want to kill one, or at least hunt them, right? And I want to do it. I mean, I'm a DIY guy. Like
Yeah.
most of the time, if I can do it on my own, I want to go do it on my own. Like I don't like I don't have nothing against people going on guided hunts,
Yeah.
but like if you want to go on a mountain goat hunt, the easiest way to do it is to go pay for it and go get guided. And it's
Yeah.
not like the most expensive hunt, actually. It's fairly reasonable,
Hmm.
but I want to go do it like on my own terms. Go scout all summer, go find some goats, go kill one. I think it's just like that'd be like the ultimate for me is to get a
Yeah.
mountain goat in Idaho. So
That'd be sweet.
that's why, dude. I just think they're cool. I used to think, I mean, well, I still do think caribou are like super cool, and that was like my number one before I went on a goat hunt, and then I went on a goat hunt. I'm like, this is sick. And then I went on a couple caribou hunts after that, and they're cool too.
Yeah.
But a goat's that's where it's at, dude.
Have you killed a caribou?
No, I haven't.
No.
I haven't. I filmed some caribou hunts,
Hmm.
but just
Haven't
haven't
done it.
actually had a tag. No, I mean, dude, it's expensive to go do that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. Those, even to fly up to Alaska to hunt caribou, even the cheap way, like DIY,
Yeah.
is still
DIY.
expensive.
Let's do it out of a U-Haul and
Yeah, I
hike
mean,
into
it's
the Brooks Range from the freeway.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
For my budget, my hunt budget's, I mean, I spend a lot of money on hunting, but it's nowhere near like going and taking flights and going and doing that kind of stuff. Like my hunt money goes to like gas money and food money to get up the mountain, and
Yeah, as soon
that's
as I
about
spend
it.
all my hunting money on gas and food and maybe a new piece of gear a year,
Yeah.
I'm like, man, that was like my entire budget for the year, and it's already gone.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's all gone. Where'd it go? Yeah. What's your you want to kill a mountain goat? What's your other big one you want to cross off your bucket list?
But dude, I mean, so like besides a big mule deer, which is kind of like my biggest
Does
goals
a
right now.
question about that? Does a big mule deer to you go as like a number, or does it go as the experience of killing a mature one?
It's 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 more of a number, I guess, to me.
Yeah.
Um, dude, I want to kill the biggest deer I can find. I have hopes every year that I'm gonna find it like a 200-inch buck, right? Like that's kind of my goal.
That's the
Now,
goal, right?
my yeah, right. My standard is maybe more like this year is maybe like that like 180. If I can find a 180 plus buck and it's the biggest buck I know about, I'm gonna hunt that buck. But I'm trying to find a really big deer. Not like chances are I probably don't find a 200-inch buck, you know. Um, but that's
Yeah.
what I want to find. That's what I'm looking for. Like that's the goal to find and hunt. But
Yeah.
like I'm
I
saying,
don't
180
I
bucks gonna
don't
make me happy every day. But
yeah. Idaho, I think on the general, if you the general or even the draw, I think killing a 200-inch mule deer now is so much harder to do than killing a 400-inch bull
yeah,
or a 380
yeah,
bull. Like
yeah.
everybody's like, oh, I want to kill a big mule deer, and then everybody's like, I don't see. I've seen like besides like a couple like 2 units we both know of in Idaho. I don't hear of any giant mule deer repeatedly coming out. Like I know of two. One I helped guide, which we killed a 217,
Nice.
which was the biggest mule deer at the time that I've put my hands on. I've missed three in my lifetime just because I was younger and dumber and I wasn't like I made some mistakes that I shouldn't have made.
Yeah,
Like
that's
it,
okay.
those haunt me. But yeah, we killed a 217. That was pretty incredible. I heard about another giant one come. I don't know if did you hear about the Watersons boys mule deer coming out?
No.
I'll text you. We'll talk about this later. I'll text you a picture. It's insane. And then, but I don't hear of like 200 just coming out of Idaho anymore. Like it's the good old days.
Yeah, dude, it's true. I mean,
Like
it's true.
even the old boys, there's like, yeah, this is hunting mule deer back in my day was like, yeah, if it wasn't 30 wide, we didn't shoot it. Like I've seen two 30 wide mule deer in my lifetime, and both those lived in a hayfield all year. That was it.
It's crazy. Dude, it's true. I 100% agree. Like, it's not like it was in the 60s, right? When there was a lot bigger deer. And there's a couple things on this, like, I kind of have my opinions. Like, first
Let's
of
hear 'em.
all, like, so
I want to hear 'em.
have you seen this book that's called Idaho's Greatest Mule Deer? You heard about that book?
Yeah, I think I have it right here.
Yeah. So, I mean, I've got two copies in my living room right now.
No. I have hunting mule deer. I have this one.
Okay, I have that one too. And
I've
that's
read
a
this.
great book.
I've read this twice now. I'm probably gonna read it a third time, or
Yeah.
working on reading it a third time.
Heck yeah.
But
So
go on.
Idaho's Greatest Mule Deer, it's just like a list of all. It's like every page is a Boone and Crockett buck. It goes from the number one all the way down through to the Boone and Crockett's, from the non-typicals and the typicals, and
Yeah.
each buck it kind of gives a little story. The author,
Mm-hmm.
put a ton of time, and he tried to get like this a story like firsthand from the person that actually killed the buck, if he could,
Really?
of the story of each buck. So like it's got all the Boone and Crockett bucks, non-typical and typical, and some of them it's like there's no story on them, but a lot of them, some of them there's like a huge story on them. So
Yeah.
I read those stories, dude. 95% of these giant bucks that get killed is 100% on accident, right? Someone just happens. upon a giant deer. And most of them are from the 60s and 70s and 80s, right? Like that's just
Yeah.
how it was. There was enough deer that you could accidentally kill a giant. Almost none of them were like intentionally guys were out there to kill, like scouted a buck and go and killed it. Like that, people just didn't do
Yeah.
that back then. Um, so it's crazy that you can go out and you can scout all summer and you still don't find one, and like you could still get lucky and kill something pretty good. There's not as many bucks to do that nowadays.
Yeah.
Um, but just like me, if you go watch the winter range on almost any unit in Idaho, there's a few 200-inch bucks out there every year. Like they're still there. They
Yeah.
exist. They're good at
They
not getting
exist.
killed. So there's still a chance. Like you still could find one and kill one. So in my mind, it's like like they're there somewhere. This deer, like these deer, there's probably three or four 200-inch bucks that are living in this unit that I'm hunting right now. But like you might not find them. Three or four deer, even if they're like in easy spots to find, if it's spread out through an entire unit, it like the chances of you finding that buck is like crazy small. So I don't know. In my mind, like if I put enough work in, eventually, I think I think it's gonna happen. But I don't know. It's a lot of luck and a lot of time to put into it, and it may never happen. But
Yeah. And
there's a
how
hope there that it will.
fingers crossed, right?
Yep.
Praise the Lord upstairs that give me a 200 before I die. But I
Right.
also feel like how many more years do we have of even turning up a 200-inch mule deer? Like, how old are
Yeah.
you? You're
24.
24. I'm 21. And so, like, how many more years before either hunting is banned completely and we can't hunt at all, or there's just not the population that there is and there's the genetics are gone, you know?
Yeah. It's hard to know, man. It's hard to know. Yeah. I
Like
couldn't tell you.
I blew a lot of money. Like last year, I drew the tag that I've always wanted, and 2 years prior to that, my little brother had it, and I turned up one probably 230 buck 3 days before opener, was poached 2 days before, like literally the day I seen it, the next day it got poached.
It's crazy.
It was just gone, just poached. It was poached and gone. I'm pretty sure I know who did it. Um,
Yeah, but
I
you'll
didn't know
probably
if he
never
was
know.
probably never know because there's no pictures, you know. Um, and so I drew that tag last year, and I put in a lot of time, and I put up a no, I wouldn't say a money pot, but I offered a couple of my good buddies that do turn up big deer consistently. I was like, hey, if you guys find me, because I want a 200, if you find me one, I'll give you some cash as a gesture, but and just help me out. But I don't know how many canyons I looked in. Like I think I spent from beginning of July to the end, I guess into January this year, um, on the mountain or looking for big deer, and I only seen one 200 hit the ground,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
so
It's
you know,
tough. It's tough.
like I want one, you want one. If we could just like divvy them into a pile and like, you get one, you get one, you get one, that'd be awesome. But I don't. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah. Dude, it's hard, you know. And there's some guys out there that are somewhat consistent and kill pretty
Yeah,
good deer every year.
yeah,
Um, but dude, I know guys that kill a lot of big bucks, but they've never killed a 200-inch buck. Like
yeah. I
180s,
know quite a
190s, but
yeah.
it's
This one's 197.
yeah,
This got hit on by a truck. My grandpa hit this.
that's crazy.
I got lucky and it's staying with me. But I got a
There you
couple
go.
brothers. We want to fight over this, but that one's staying with me. But it
Yeah.
got hit on a place like you look at the country and you're like, oh yeah, there's hay fields and it could grow a big deer. And a lot of people from around there knew about this deer. And yeah, he got smoked
Yeah.
middle of middle of September across the road.
Wow. That's
Like
crazy.
how many big deer do we lose that way?
Well,
You
yeah,
know,
a lot.
running
You know,
season.
Yeah.
You just they get hit, never get seen.
Yep. They die for whatever reason.
Yeah,
Poachers or cars.
poachers or mountain lions in the bottom of the canyons, and
Yep.
like I know a few big deer that I've hunted and scout for every year. Like I've lost tabs on few and gained others, but I feel like I feel like I'm always looking for them, even though they're probably dead by now. But just because I didn't know if they got taken, do you feel like you're always looking for like that ghost buck that you've seen? Oh, it's been 3 years, or that was an absolute mondo that you haven't seen again, but you still check that spot. Do you have any bucks like that?
I don't right now, dude.
Oh, yeah.
To be honest with you, like I haven't found a 200-inch buck. I don't even think I found a 190-inch buck in my life, hunt like scouting and hunting.
Yeah.
I found some that might be close, and I have some trail cam pics of a couple bucks, but I've never turned them up. Um, I I'm building a lot of experience in some new areas right now that I'm trying to
Yeah.
learn. Where I know there's big deer, it's just I don't know where they're at during the seasons. Like I see them in the wintertime, they're around. Um, I see guys pick up sheds from bucks in a couple of these different units, and I'm trying to figure out like where to find.
Yeah. That is.
So, but if I did know about where a buck was, 100% I'd be on his tail trying to find him again, like
Yeah.
with for sure.
Gotta plug my computer. It's gonna die. Yeah. I think just chasing the big deer. I feel like everybody's like, oh, I want to kill a giant elk. I I get that bug some days, but like I feel like it's getting harder and harder to kill a giant mature mule deer.
Yeah,
You know, in this, Colorado's shutting down hunting. How much longer is it till like the next states? We can't hunt there either. You know?
I know. Dude, it's tough. I like to be optimistic because there's no point in just bumming around about it all.
Yeah.
Like we do live in a freaking fantastic time to hunt, especially as Idaho residents. Like we get tags every year for whatever we want, for like almost most of the state, right? And we got decent seasons. You know,
So, yeah.
we can be out, we can hunt a lot. If you're hunting general season, you got a month and a half of season, right? Like you got quite a bit of time that you can put out there to kill something, and you can scout all summer. Like we still have tons of opportunity um, in multiple states. Even as a non-resident, you can still build points
Yeah.
and
I
every
think
few
we have,
years hunt somewhere.
I know Nevada building points there. I haven't built points in
Yeah,
Wyoming yet, but I think we even have better odds in Utah residents.
sometimes,
Yeah.
sometimes depends on the hunt. But yeah, like a non-resident can draw some tags in Utah. It can draw them every year, whereas a resident it might take them 2 3 years to draw a tag, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Super crazy. Yeah, Utah for residents is probably the worst state to live in. Actually,
For
it is the worst state to live in.
I think it is the worst state. As an Idaho's resident, I would say Utah would put it down
Yeah,
there, the worst state.
worst state to
Um,
live in as a resident. Arizona's a little tough. Same with New Mexico, I think. I don't hunt New Mexico or Arizona though, so I don't
no,
know.
I haven't yet. I want to. I think Arizona would be cool. New
Yeah,
Mexico, the only thing I want to hunt in New Mexico is ibex.
that'd be sick.
On the what
Yeah,
is it?
you can draw that tag or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, that one. Everybody, that's like I think Sika did a film on it
Uh-huh.
a couple
Yep.
years back. I know a couple other guys that have hunted it. Like, I think that's the only reason I would want to go to New Mexico is to hunt ibex on those mountains.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
Right?
No, that'd be
What's
way cool. I would
your
do that.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Any other dream hunts? Mountain goat, moose. Got the
Moose would
moose
be
bug.
cool. I'd go for moose, but I'm not dreaming about it, you know. Um, I want to go to New Zealand. I
Okay,
think it'd be very cool to go to New Zealand,
I want to
public
go to New Zealand.
land, go kill a tar and a chamois and maybe a stag. I'm not crazy about like the stags up
Fallow,
down there.
fallow.
Fallow would be
Martin,
pretty cool.
Martin said we should. Martin said I was talking to Martin about this.
Yeah,
Me and him are pretty good buddies, and we were talking about New Zealand. He's like, you want to go hunt fallow deer? I'm like, I never really thought about fallow deer in New Zealand. I only think those like Australia. But yeah, I
Yeah,
heard
they
there's
got
some.
they got some good fallow deer down there, I think. I have buddies that have gone down there. I've just never been. I want to though.
Yeah, I don't have. I don't have any buddies that have been to New Zealand. I have more buddies that have been to Alaska than New Zealand to hunt. But I think New Zealand would be cool.
Yeah,
Stephen
New
Drake, he
Zealand.
just went to New Zealand, right?
Yeah, I think he's been there a couple times.
Brian Call is the other guy that I know of that's hunted New Zealand.
Brian's been. I know quite a few guys that have been down there. And some
Yep.
guys go on some ranches, and some guys go on public land, and there's both. You can do whatever
Yeah.
you want down there. Like it's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
I think there's plenty. What it looks like is there's lots of public land too.
Yep, I
Yeah.
think there is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that'd be cool. Any other dreams hunts in New Zealand?
dude. I mean, I don't know. There's always something I'd like to do.
Everybody's got their bucket list.
Yeah, yeah. Right now, dude, I mean, like we've talked about for most of this podcast, is like I'm like I'm so ready to go hunt mule deer this year. Like that's all I want to do right now is find a buck.
Counting the
And,
days, just like, oh,
yeah, I
one
know
day till it's
I'm going out.
there.
I'm scouting already. I'm not like expecting to find like a huge deer yet because
Yeah.
there's still a
We're still,
lot of time left for growth.
yeah.
Things kind of move somewhat sometimes. You never know. But I'm scouting country. Scouting a lot of country right now just to find some cool spots, find some good stuff. So I'm heading
Yeah.
out tomorrow,
Sweet.
and yeah, dude, just like kind of setting a bunch of cameras out, trying to do everything I can to find a big deer.
The goal. Logan's goal this year, kill big deer.
Big deer, dude. We'll see.
Kill big deer. What's your bow set? Are you shooting bow? Or what's your bow setup? Do you have a gun set up? Um, I had a question about, we'll talk into some social media stuff after this.
Yeah, yeah, cool. Yeah, so my bow, I got it right here. I just got it. It's a
Oh, shit.
new.
Hold it
It's
up.
the Arc. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
I've got it
Show
covered on
and
right
tell.
now, but we got the Matthews Arc dialed sight,
Okay.
which I like. I've got the horizontal pins. That's the way to
Okay.
go.
5, 3.
5 pin
Okay.
horizontal. Yep,
Nice.
slider. Day six arrows. I like them a lot. I actually just got their new broadheads too.
The
So I forgot what they're called. They're like brand new. They just sent them to me. Um, but they're cool. They're like
I was
expandables.
yeah, the fixed and expandable, right? Is it like
Yeah,
hybrid or
it's
something?
like a
I was
hybrid.
just talking to my buddy about this because we were talking about broadheads to shoot this year. Because I was gonna shoot beasts. That's what I shot last year. But I know of 3 buddies that shot big bulls and didn't get anything off the beast
Yeah,
broadheads. So
yeah,
I'm gonna go either day 6 or I think Severs maybe.
yeah.
I don't know.
I've used Severs for the last few years and have had great success with them. So
Or
I
I'll
think
go trusty old G5s.
there you go. Right?
Yeah. How do you like the
Yeah,
day 6 arrows?
I like
Are
them a lot.
you sponsored? Do you work with them? How does that work?
I don't get paid by them.
Okay.
They'll send me stuff. I know I have a good relationship with them. I know them
Okay.
pretty good. So I was shooting VAP TKOs. I liked those a lot. They're expensive, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I feel you
Um,
there.
yeah. And
I built now a
then
dozen of those, and I was like,
yeah,
I only built 1 dozen. I shot them. I loved them, but then I was like, yeah, I can't afford these, so I went back to Easton's.
yeah,
But yeah,
they're nice. But no, yeah, for the last year and a half year, I've been running the day six, and I really like them a lot. I've had zero issues with them. They're kind of cool because, I mean, you can wrap it on any arrow, but it's got like the reflective. You can't really tell right now, but it's like a
but like
reflective wrap.
luminescence, like high vis kind
It's
of.
it's just like high, yeah. It's kind of like you shine a light on it and it'll like reflect at night or whatever.
That's
It just
sweet.
glows. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
If you ever wanted that, and they make a good arrow. Yeah, I really like them. So I've shot this. This is what I shot a buck with last year, I think. So yeah, good setup. But I like the day sixes quite a bit.
Yeah, they look cool.
They're
Is that
pretty good.
Remy's? That's Remy's company, right?
Yeah, he just bought it or whatever.
Yeah,
I don't know how long ago, a few months ago.
yeah. I want to say. I
So
think it was they started promoting it last year, or it was this. I think it was last year at Expo, right? Or was it this year?
I think it was this year at Expo. They kind
Yeah,
of launched that. Yeah,
yeah.
and or no, I know it was last year. It was
Was it
last year
last
because these
year?
are the Live Wild fletchings, and I got those. I shot a buck with
Yeah.
them last year, so yeah, it was last year. So yeah, Remy's got that, and so I know Remy's camera guys,
Okay.
and that's kind of how I
Does he have
got
a
hooked up
whole
with
army
them.
of camera guys?
I think I know of two. So he doesn't have like a ton of them, but
Two
got a
more
couple
camera guys
guys.
than I got.
Yeah, hey, me too, honestly.
But you are the camera guy.
I am the camera guy. I know. I want a camera guy. The goal someday is to kind of have my channel be the main income, and have film my own hunts and make my own content and go full time with that. But uh, someday that'll be the case.
Yeah. Who would you say would be like the top guys in the industry right now for the younger generation, like you and me, and um, who else would be younger? Yeah, I don't know if you follow Braden, big time crit.
Yeah, yeah.
Ethan Wetmore was doing pretty good until he crashed his paramotor, so he was one of the guys I knew of. But who else would you say that's like pushing the hunting content and working on like doing a podcast or filming themselves? Would you say the younger guys that you know of that are like doing it?
I'm gonna forget some guys.
Yeah, me
Just
too. I always
like
do.
yeah. Um, but off the top of my head, like Joey Visser, he's a stud.
Yep.
He's cranking out some pretty good content right now. I like his stuff. Um, a really good camera guy who does a little bit of filming for himself, but I don't think he does much, is Damon Wolf. All for One Creative is his company.
Yeah.
Dude, he's just like insane creative. That mostly what he does is film stuff, and he's just pushing the envelope on it. Um, do you Brockhouse Media?
Rockhouse.
Like,
Love those boys. I'm
yeah,
trying to get them on the pod, but they don't
get him
answer
on,
DMs
dude.
or
I've tried to
those
get him on
boys.
mine before too, and then it's just like never worked out. So I just never. I didn't try that hard though, but I think you should do it. I think they're
Yeah,
studs.
I'm gonna try and get him on. Braden, I tried to get Braden on. Me and Braden are homies, but Braden doesn't do podcasts.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, told me no. He's like, dude,
That's okay.
I love you. You're a good dude. I'd love to come on, but I just don't do podcasts. And I was like, okay, sweet.
Yeah,
But
that's
he's
okay.
pushing out some really good stuff. I like him a lot. He's cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Brockhouse boys, they're sweet.
They just have like watchable content.
Yeah,
So you go on YouTube and you see them post something, it's like, oh, dude, of course I'm gonna watch it. Like, it's
yeah,
because it's
totally
gonna be
like,
like quick, it's gonna be sick, they're gonna kill something cool, and it's gonna be
yeah,
over. Like,
yeah,
that's what I like that stuff. So,
yeah, and it's more. I want to say it's still production quality, but it's not like it's still like you feel like you're there, or you get the rush too. Um, like you kind of like it's the vibe, more that realistic person. What would you call that kind of content? Um,
yeah, I don't know, but like I kind of know what you're saying though. It's
you
just
know,
you,
like
yeah,
it's
you,
more DIY. Hey, I got the camera. Let's do this. Kind of, I would
yep,
say.
yep. But
But
they do
yeah,
pretty good work though.
I like all their stuff. I'm always waiting for the next one. But yeah, I'm trying to get them on. Those would be sweet. Joey's Visitor's gonna come on as soon as he's done bear hunting,
Sick.
and then
Joey's a
I'm gonna get.
stud.
I like him. He's cool. Who else would say that you
Do you
need to
know
come
Kobe
on?
Owens?
Yep.
Get Kobe, dude. Kobe's cool. I mean, he's a camera guy. He loves hunting and he gets out and hunts a bunch. Um,
Awesome mullet too.
a great mullet, dude. Yeah,
Dude, if I had the long hair in high school, like shoulder length, but
yeah,
mine never looked as good as his does.
dude.
Like
I don't know how yeah, his looks good. Mine would
like I
look
don't know
terrible if
I
it
don't
was
know
that
how he
long.
handles it rocking in the high country in the summer heat. I'm like, wow,
Yeah, it's
but
true.
it looks cool.
That's true. Yeah, it's pretty good. So Kobe's a stud,
Yep.
and I need to get we need to film we need to get him filming some of his hunts or something. I think it'd be cool.
Yeah,
Um,
he hunts a lot, doesn't he?
he does when he can. You know, he works for Weatherby, so he works full time there, and
Yeah.
it takes a lot of his time. The
Oh, that takes
reality
a
of being
lot.
a full time in-house camera guy is he
Yeah.
only gets a handful of days in the fall to hunt, but yeah,
It's
he
like working.
does.
It's like working a 9 to 5. Besides, you get to hunt more or go on hunts more.
It's true. Yeah, exactly. He's on
You know,
hunts, but he doesn't have a
it's on
tag.
hunts. Doesn't have a tag.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, dude, I don't know that there's anyone else off the top of my head. There's always a bunch of dudes out there that are doing pretty good stuff and new guys every once in a while that pop up.
Yeah, I
So,
think I wouldn't like. I feel like some of the new guys that I see, like they don't last very long. Do you feel like this is a hard passion to carve your teeth in and keep your position? Would you say that? For just because there's like the pie is big and there's plenty to go around, but I feel like some kids they do good till a point and then they die off.
yeah, dude, it is that is the case in any industry if you're talking about social media or production or media. It's 100% that's the case. Is people start and they do it for a certain amount of time and not they don't see the success that they want to see, and so they stop. And the reality is it takes time. And it takes sometimes it takes a lot of time. Some people it takes longer than others. There's some guys who have done really good and they gain some momentum quicker than other
Than others.
guys. But if you think about it, you look at top guys in the industry, I don't care how old they are. You look at Cameron Haynes. Um,
How
Cameron
long has he been doing?
Haynes
Been
didn't
doing it
get
his whole life?
he didn't get dude, yeah, like no one knew about Cameron Haynes until he was probably like 30 or 40 years old, you know. I don't know how old he was, so
Yeah,
I guess don't quote me on this, but like I'm saying like
we're
he
gonna.
worked his butt off for 10 to 20 to 30 years before anything happened for him, right? And these guys, like, because of social media, you can speed up that process, but people want to go out there and and guys want it in a year or two, and it's just
Yeah,
not going to happen. That's
for
just not
six
how it
months.
works, you know. I'm I've been doing this for 4 or 5 years, and I feel like I haven't even like I'm not even close to where like I want to be necessarily or like need to be. Like I can't make a living off of just doing my personal content. Like maybe if I played my cards right and got some good deals
Yeah,
and maybe I could make enough money, but like I just don't have the reach or
yeah,
the audience or the trust right now for companies to for that I'm not valuable enough in a
yeah,
sense, right?
yeah.
Like it takes a lot of time to build something like that, and that's where guys just give up. Even though you might watch their content and they might be doing pretty good content, but
Yeah,
they probably aren't getting as many views or follows or likes. Or likes don't really mean anything, but they
likes don't
might
mean
not be
anything
getting as
anymore, do they?
much as they feel like they should be or
Yeah,
as you think that they should be, right? And that's
yeah.
just natural. That's normal. That's how any industry works. Hunting, not hunting, doesn't
Door to
matter.
doors, just going to a normal
It
job.
it does not matter. Like it's good.
Yeah,
It takes time, and there's an like businesses in general.
yeah,
There's kind of an analogy of it like if you took a graph,
yeah.
um, and it's like your success over time. It's like a hockey stick. So you're just gonna be like flat for a long time, and then something's gonna click, something's gonna change, and things are gonna go up quick. That's just how like business and life and social media. That's how a lot of it works. And
Yeah.
if it didn't work that way, like if you got successful right off the bat, like most people wouldn't be able to handle it. They just like because you wouldn't know how
How to
like what to do,
handle.
how to
Yeah,
handle anything, right? Like you kind of I think most like everyone would like fall apart because they wouldn't have that experience and time under their belt. So
yeah. If it was easy, everybody would do it.
Yeah,
You
it's
know,
true.
it goes by hunting
It's
too.
true. I don't know. That's my rant on that, I guess. Just
Yeah, that's
stick
good
with
rant.
it. If someone wants to do it, if you there is
Yeah,
there is so much room. Like people will tell you, dude, so much crap about like,
yeah,
oh, like influencers in the hunting industry are stupid or like no one like, oh, like you'll never be able to be an influencer. Like, dude, it's all bull crap. Like no one knows like the if let someone who's done it before tell you that because no one will,
no, no.
right?
All the guys that are ahead of you won't tell you that, right?
No, they'll be stoked for you. They'll help you, dude. They're gonna teach you everything they know. Like, yeah.
Yeah. You have a podcast?
Yep. Creative Hunter Podcast.
Yeah.
We
YouTube,
and YouTube, Creative Hunter.
Instagram,
You can look up my name too, Logan
yeah,
Romney. So,
TikTok.
nah, not really do much on
No, I don't
TikTok.
like TikTok. I don't
I
like it's
could,
owned by
but
China.
yeah, I don't do much on TikTok. Instagram, YouTube, that's where it's at. That's where all my
Yeah.
stuff is.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Yeah. Well, you probably want to go to bed.
we're good, dude.
We're
We're
good.
good.
Okay. We'll keep this. We'll
You
keep this
know,
going.
dude, you're the one that gets up early, so
Dude, it doesn't matter. Like my schedule, my sleep schedule, pretty much all year is like go to bed at 12, wake up at 5.
yeah, that's
I'm young.
crazy. I
I'm
couldn't do
young
it.
though. No,
I know.
most of my
I'm not that
buddies are
much
like,
older than you, but
yeah, you're not that much. I think it's gonna catch me sooner than later, but right now it
yeah,
hasn't caught me. So, but yeah,
that's
most of
good.
my buddies my age are like, yeah, dude, if I need my 8 hours of sleep. I'm like, you guys get 8 hours of sleep?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know?
dude, I know how it is. I've been
Yeah,
there too. I've been there. So
yeah, I have no problem getting up early so we can keep this going. Um,
yeah, dude.
what's building a social media naturally and organically? You've built quite a solid Instagram so far. Where do you want to go with the Instagram and kind of what's your big goals for the future?
Yeah. So I mean,
If if
like I
if you
said,
want to talk about your goals.
no, you're good. I mean,
Yeah.
dude, I don't have a goal like, oh, I want like 10,000 or like 10,000 more followers in the next year. Like I don't have a goal like that. Like I don't put goals or emphasis on numbers most of the time.
Hmm.
They're great. They kind of give you a baseline of maybe where you're at and where you're sitting.
Yeah.
Um, but like I I I I mean, obviously I want my social platforms to grow. I want the more viewership,
More reach.
uh more interactions, more people to trust me and because the way that you make money on social media is by selling. It's just how it works. If a brand is going to pay you if you have an audience or and you can sell a product, right? And so that's just the reality of it. And there's nothing wrong with that. Um, it's if you can promote a product that you believe in and you think will genuinely help other people in through their pursuits and in their life, um, then there's nothing wrong with that. It's just like going to work for a company or going to sell a product as a salesman or whatever you're doing. Like you're you're promoting that company, you're selling something that you are confident in, or at least you should be confident in, right?
Yeah.
That you're confident
If
that's
you're not,
going to help someone.
yeah.
So, um, so on social media, it's like just navigating that and remembering that like you are helping people who are going to purchase this product. Um, there's going to be people who are going to like not care at all that you're posting about a product, and that's okay. They don't have to care.
Yeah,
Um,
there's always going to be at least one hater. More
yeah,
haters, the better.
yeah, right, and whatever. But the other
Yeah.
thing is
But there's
also
also
like,
people that follow you just to watch Logan Romney kill stuff.
yeah, and
You
that's
know?
okay. Like that's the
Yeah.
entertainment side of it, right?
Yeah.
That's where most of my content lies right now. Um, and you want that. So you and I would say almost like most of 80-90% of your content should be educational and entertainment. and then the other 5 to 10% should be like selling something.
Gotcha.
Um, because if you there's like in social media and business in general, like the way that you build trust and fall and a following is
Mm-hmm.
by teaching and like showing people how they can be better, whether
Yeah.
it's hunting or filming or whatever you do, right? If you can promote and you can educate and you can teach and you can share that stuff, that's what's going to build your trust and your following. And then people are going to be more willing to support you, whether it's companies are going to want you to talk about a product. And if you can genuinely educate someone on a product and sell it, a company's going to pay you. Um, so my goals on Instagram, I mean, kind of to wrap that up, is like keep growing it, um, keep posting content and helping people, and on the YouTube side as well is just like growing it to where I'm making enough revenue from sponsors, from affiliate sales, from whatever that may be, to someday make that like
Your life,
my main
living,
my main career, right?
main main source of income.
Yeah, and you can do it, guys, do it. It's tough. The hunting industry is tough because it's a relatively small industry, and it's the money in the hunting industry is not like the money in other industries. Um, Not even close when it comes to social media and content creation. But it's if you want to work in that industry, in that part of the industry, it's just, you got to be willing to have to figure it out, and that's okay.
Yeah, and work through it. Do you feel like it's easier to grow YouTube compared to an Instagram? Or
No,
do you feel like YouTube is harder to do?
YouTube's harder, I think, in my opinion. Now, I don't know. I've put more effort into Instagram over the years, so I think you can still play it right and do well in both of them.
Yeah. I feel like I pull more small, like I don't have anything for followers or but I still grab like my YouTube probably pulls in like viewership like maybe 500 on like in 30 days. And my Instagram right now is pulling in like 10 and like
Yeah,
I feel like I put more effort into the YouTube some days, but I also feel like I slack on the YouTube just cuz it's harder to grow and I don't get the reward of growing it. And so it's harder to push. But your YouTube's great.
yeah. Thanks, dude. I mean, I view it different. Like I view YouTube as like long form content and
Mm-hmm.
Instagram as short form content. But
Yeah.
the thing is like YouTube has shorts and it does just as good as Instagram. Sometimes better. Sometimes Instagram does better. It just depends on whatever the algorithm wants to push. Um, but that's kind of how I have viewed it, and it's worked okay. I think that I could do better at both of them, but yeah, that's kind of where I stand on it.
Yeah. Do you shoot all your most of your Instagram stuff? Is that all shot on your camera and then you edit it and then it goes to the Instagram, or is it shot on the phone and then to the
It
Instagram?
it's a lot of both, but
Yeah.
mostly on my phone.
Okay.
Yeah, mostly on my phone. But it depends. If I'm making reels out of a hunt film, it's everything's on a camera, right? But if I am going out, if I'm making a quick video or talking about something, it's probably on my phone.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Yeah,
And then
I
when
don't think
you
it
shoot,
matters.
I don't think it does. Shooting content for other people, do you have to film vertical and horizontal when shooting hunt films, or how do you break that up
It's
on
all
your end?
horizontal because I mean, it's
Yeah.
like the main end source is going to be like a YouTube film. Um, Now maybe they wanted they want to film a clip for Instagram or that's like talking about a product and they want like yeah, it's just easier to edit vertically most of the time. Um, but the for the entire hunt it's all horizontal and then if there's reels that get cut out of it, you have to crop stuff and sometimes you can kind of think about that as you're shooting, but most of the time I don't. Um, and it works out fine though. You kind of just crop it and move stuff around to whatever fits in the frame if you're making reels. But at the end of the day, the end platform is long form for a hunt film, so everything's shot horizontal.
Do you think there's gonna be, or do you think YouTube is like the end place nowadays for the long-term hunt films, or do you think there'll be something else to come in the future?
I mean, yeah, like right now it is the place. I
Yeah,
don't know if any other platform for long form content the for hunt films, and
yeah,
YouTube's usually pretty good about hunt films. Like, you,
yeah,
you, you're not gonna get like flagged or anything or whatever on YouTube.
mhm,
If you're running ads
yeah,
or whatever, there's there's a chance that you might run into some issues.
hmm,
Instagram's worse for sure.
yeah,
Instagram will like block your content if you're doing a lot of like gun content
yeah.
or something like that, right? Like
Shadow ban you.
they'll kind of shadow ban you, but
Yeah,
there's ways to get around it or stop it, Um, and then but YouTube's usually pretty good. When you post a YouTube video, if you're gonna do if you're gonna have ads run on it,
yeah,
you check some boxes that will say like, oh, does it, like this video contains guns or whatever. You can
yeah,
check some boxes off, and it might limit some of the ads. You're not gonna make as much money off
hmm,
of the ad revenue,
yeah.
but like it's probably minimal, and then at least it stops you. You're not gonna get flagged, so you still get that exposure.
Or you get flagged and then you're shadow banned for a week or whatever, and you have to get out of that.
Yeah, I've never had issues on YouTube though with anything,
Yeah,
so
YouTube's been good. I haven't had a problem. Instagram, on
yeah,
the other hand, they shadow banned me like twice.
yeah,
They don't
that's
like
how
me.
it goes.
But
Um,
they'll get you.
yeah, but I don't know that I don't see anytime in the near future a platform that's gonna kind of change that.
Yeah.
Like I could see if YouTube like seriously locked down on hunting and guns and that type of content, I could see another platform potentially
Pick.
picking that up,
Yeah.
but it would be tough. It's gonna be a a small majority of people that are going to actually go and watch and follow content on a
Some
separate
out.
something new, right? Because
Yeah.
YouTube is just so set in.
Yeah. It's so.
So
Yeah, I think that's the only place I watch stuff anymore. Everybody's like, "Oh, you guys watch movies?" And I was like, "No, I watch YouTube." I've always watched YouTube. Um, just because kind of what I grew up on is like YouTube. That was it. That's where I watched all the hunt films. It's where I learned about all the guys. It's where I follow
yeah,
everybody at.
yeah, it's huge. I think it's like the number one platform. Like
I think it is.
seriously,
Like, there's nothing better. Maybe Instagram, doom scrolling Instagram reels for 3 hours. Like,
I know it's terrible, but it
what time is
happens.
it? Oh crap! How did my day go by? I was
Yeah,
just looking at two Instagram reels, and I was gonna get off my phone.
yep, that happens to me.
Yeah, it gets you. What's your what's your favorite hunt memory?
Oh, dude, that's such a
Like that's a hard question because there's probably
it is a hard
all of them.
question. It is a hard question. I mean, when I get to like I am a big solo hunter. Like I hunt by myself a lot. But when I get to hunt with other people, it's a lot of fun, especially like my wife and my family and stuff, you know.
Yeah,
Um and so there's a few hunts I do a year with everyone, but like my wife's moose, that was pretty cool. And like to be able to film that and to like have everyone there for that was sweet. I really liked how the film ended up. Um being able to film hunts, dude, is so cool. Not because it's like just for myself. Like I get to like my kids get to see that someday.
yeah,
Um, my family gets to see it. I could care less if it was on YouTube. Like
Yeah.
to have all that is so worth it. Um, and so to be able to go back through and like watch some of those hunts is pretty cool. Um, and gosh, they're all just so fun to watch and to go and see and relive some of those memories, right?
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I'd leave it on. It's just like, dude, it's I don't know if I have like a specific favorite
One
moment.
favorite.
It's so hard to say because every hunt's fun when you're on it and having a good
Yeah.
time. Even if it sucks, sometimes it's fun to look back on.
Yeah.
You know?
Do you feel, yeah. As much as you're like, man, that was not the day, but
Yeah.
it was good. Do you feel like you push harder, or do you feel like you're focused more hunting solo than you are hunting with people? Because I do a lot of solo hunting, and it's a lot of solo scouting, but like then hunting with people, I'm like, wow, this wasn't actually that bad. But like when I feel like I'm solo hunting, I feel like every hike is miserable and every day is like twice as long. As much like I enjoy it more just because I can sit there with my own thoughts, but I do feel like it's harder. What do you think on that?
Yeah, I kind of agree with you, but like I still feel like I push just as hard. But it
Yeah,
does depend on who I'm hunting with.
yeah,
I've got buddies I go with, and like, dude, we're gonna go hard. You know, like we're 13 miles from the truck hunting, and like, who knows what's gonna happen, right? Like that's fun too. Um, but I like solo hunting, especially for deer. There's, I mean, a little bit of selfish reasons, to be honest. It's like if I find a
yeah,
giant deer, like I want to kill that deer.
yeah.
I don't want
I
to
don't
be
have
with a
to.
buddy and be like,
Let's
I don't,
let's
I
just
like
order.
who needs who, yeah, like I want
We
I want it to
spotted it.
be, yeah, I want it to be all on me. Like if I find a buck, I'm gonna kill it or whatever. Or if like I don't know, it's like it's a little selfish, but I like going on hunts with other dudes, especially when it's not like my coveted mule deer hunts, right? And I've learned over the last couple of years, especially during like archery deer hunts,
Yeah,
when you're hunting with a buddy and like and I've like when I've scouted a buck and I want to kill one buck, and you have a buddy with you who has a tag and also wants to kill a deer,
yeah,
it's so hard to like hunt one buck, but then your buddy also wants to kill a buck. It's like you kind of got to like pull off your buck that you've been
yeah,
scouting all summer to try and help him kill a deer or whatever. It's like it's just hard, and it's just hard on hunting buddies and your relationships because he knows that you want to kill that buck, but he also wants to kill a buck, and so, but you don't want to like leave that buck. And it's like you make bad decisions because it's like, oh, okay, if I can kill this buck today, maybe like we'll go hunt for my buddy, but then you make a bad decision on a stock because maybe it's not the right day to kill him. Like stuff like that just happens, and no one wants to just sit around and wait for you to kill a buck, you know.
yeah,
So that's
yeah,
tough. When that's the case now, but when I go on like a hunt and it's like a spring bear hunt, or we're chasing like, or like we go to a brand new spot and I'm like, dude, we're just gonna see what we can find. Like that's a
yeah,
fun time to be with buddies because it's like
yeah.
everything's new. You never know what you're gonna find. Um,
New me-
if it's
new
a bear,
memories.
it's like, dude, a huge bear is a huge, like to me, a huge bear and a medium bear, like, yeah, that's I'm stoked with either one, right? Or whatever, like when that's the case, or if you're archery elk hunting and you have a bunch of opportunity, you're not chasing one bull specifically, like that's fun to be with buddies. Um, but yeah, if I'm chasing bucks, I kind of want to be by myself. I like having people with, but I don't want to be burdened by someone else trying to kill something too.
Yeah, I feel like it's hard too because like if I glass a big buck 2 ridges away, I feel like if you have somebody there, camera guy or buddy or little brother or whatever, I feel like it's harder to make like you can't just like set in stone, but like, hey, we're going. Like you're like, hey, what do you think? Do you think we should go? And then they're like, yeah, I don't know, it's kind of far away, or like
Yeah,
or they're like, yeah, let's go. But I think it's just harder to do the chasing the bigger deer. I think it's harder to do selfishly. It's harder to do with buddies. Yeah.
it is. It is. Um, on your point though, like, dude, I will only take a camera guy if I know that if we see a buck 2 miles away, he won't ask a question. He'll just go.
Who's that,
Like
Cody? Cody, that's your camera guy.
I have a few different guys that I would take that would do that. Like who like aren't dude like they're gonna be like yeah let's go do it like I don't care like I don't I'm not gonna take a guy with
Hmm.
me as a camera guy who
Yeah,
I'm gonna be worried about, right?
yeah,
um because I'm gonna leave him if I have to go kill something, like it's just how it
yeah.
goes.
Yo, this is how it's going. I'm going to that ridge to go kill that deer. If you do not want to go with me, the truck was that way,
Pretty
where we
much.
came from. Figure your way back. I'll be
Pretty
back when you
much, right?
would hang out.
Yeah, I haven't had dude the guys I hunt with are studs. I don't really I'm picky about who I hunt with for sure. I don't just hunt with anyone.
Yeah, I think
So
everybody has to be now, just because I don't know. I want to say jealousy, but I feel like jealousy is key. To just like you may take a bite that you don't take very often, and they may turn around and go in there the next day. You know, when you got to go
yeah,
back to work or something. Um, but yeah, I
yeah,
helped my mom and buddy kill a bull. That was fun. Like we rolled in there and caught this bull coming off water, and it's on the podcast. So if you guys want to go listen to it, but like I was rolling, I had like 3 days, and I was like, hey, I knew he was in town. And I was like, called him. I was like, hey, let's go. We're just gonna go to the spot. And if I didn't go with him or I didn't take him with me, he probably would have not killed the bull.
yeah,
You know, like he spotted the bull, yeah, but I made him sit out the bull all day with no food or snacks, and our phones died. But it was a good day. But we did kill the bull. Um, but called him in, just killed him and got it done.
yeah.
I
That's
don't think
cool.
like being solo on that. I think like I think back about it and I'm like, yeah, I could have killed him, but I also don't know if I would have been as driven to kill him just because I was like, you know, I can make a play tomorrow or tonight. But yeah, we sat on him all day. But
Yeah,
yeah,
that's cool.
some days I feel
Yeah,
like having a buddy is really nice, and some days I'm like, yeah, this is good.
yeah. It's just different. Yeah, you just gotta depends on what you want out of a hunt, and that's okay.
Yeah,
I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
no, no, there isn't for sure.
So
Well, anything
cool,
else you
dude.
want to touch on?
No, dude, I think we're good.
That was solid.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. I'm glad I caught you in a 2 day window
I know.
before you went back to work.
Got a lot going on.
I'm glad we didn't drag you out of bed at 5 o'clock in the morning to do this.
I know. This guy over here trying to wake me up early.
I think, yeah,
Golly.
yeah, 5:30. Nope, I'll do
Yeah,
anytime.
never mind.
Never mind. Yeah, still working a full-time job, so till then, till I'm in your spot and I can hunt all the time and be camera guy. It's got to be early and it's got to be late.
Yeah. No, that's
But
okay, dude. That's okay.
yeah,
You're young. You'll figure it out.
yeah,
Keep at it. Right?
yeah, yeah.
That's
So
good, dude.
yeah, thanks for coming on. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Thank you.